This inner healing technique is the most profound transformational healing technique that I have come across thus far. Like, I'm telling you guys, this has changed my life. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? My name is Sabrina and welcome back to my channel where I teach you how to consciously create the most ideal version of yourself. Here we talk about everything subconscious reprogramming, mental health, inner healing, positive mindset, and so much more. And today I feel very inspired to tell you guys about this inner healing technique that I have been doing for quite some time now. I will give you guys a little forewarning. It is very intense, but extremely transformational. So only do this if you are ready for some true healing and transformation. If you like what you hear today, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up to help out the channel. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, I never ever want to take someone else's stuff and post it as my own. So I will say I got this technique from this woman that's also on YouTube named Teal Swan. But guys, this technique was so profound. Like, I just have to share it with you guys. So I'm going to be going over kind of like step by step of how to do this process. The first thing that you want to do when doing this process is really clear out your space. Make sure there's no clutter around. You want to have a really good, clear, energetic space around you. I personally, you can do it differently per person, but I personally like to sage my space. I like to light some incense. I get a whole vibe going on. I put on some healing frequency music, which you can just find on YouTube. I put that on in the background. I get my little crystals. I have a journal next to me because it's nice just to like jot down what you're experiencing so you can look back later. I get a fuzzy blanket, I get my hot tea. I do all the things. You don't have to do all this. That's just what I personally do. And you really just want to sit with yourself and calm your body down, calm your mind down, take a few deep breaths, like count in to like 4 count, hold, release in an 8 count, that kind of stuff. Really breathe slow to clear out any kind of clutter that's going on in your mind and to really calm your nervous system down and calm your body down. So after you have calmed your body down and you feel really calm, collected, cool, you want to sit with your back straight up, palms up, just to help with the energies of it. From there, you want to do a full body scan from head to toe. And this, from now on, it's going to be kind of like an intuitive experience. You're going to be doing and seeing a lot of things intuitively. So you're going to do a full body scan and see and feel, where you feel resistance, where you feel tension. A lot of us tend to hold energies. And energies, I mean like when you have a past experience, like a traumatic experience or something negative that happened, and you didn't fully heal from it, you didn't fully release the emotions that you needed to, and you held onto them, those emotions, that energy in motion is then stuck in your body because you didn't fully release it. So that's what I mean by like when I'm speaking of energies in your body. So like a lot of times these energies can be held either like in our throat or in our heart area, or sometimes like in our hip area. But do a full body scan from head to toe and see where you feel tension, where you feel tightness, where you feel resistance, where you feel like there's some discongruence going on. And then find where you feel the most of that and ask yourself, what does this energy look like? Start to envision what this energy looks like. And this is gonna come up in your mind, and it can be very easy to like double guess yourself. Like, is this really true? Is this really like what I'm seeing? Is this really what it is? But go with your first instinct because your body and your mind instinctively know what's going on. So go with your first instinct of how it's viewed, how you see it in your mind. And sometimes, like characteristics, like it can be swirling, it can be solid like a rock, it can be rigid, it can be smooth, it can be different colors. I will say that a lot of the more lower vibrational energies that we hold on to do tend to be darker colors. So I have seen, black in myself. I have seen a very, very dark blue, navy, almost black. It's very common to see those kind of darker colors. But just start describing it. And like I said, with that journal, like jot it down too, just because it's nice to go back and to see like what kind of experience you had later. But jot it down, and then when you've really got a good visual of what this energy looks like, if you need to calm your mind down again, do so. It can be a little freaky to be like, oh my God, this is like in me, but it's okay. Like accept it. It is what it is. Take deep breaths again, and then ask yourself, what past circumstance, belief, or emotion am I holding on to that's causing this discongruence in my body? And as you ask yourself this, it's really good to keep your mind clear, because then your subconscious is going to guide you where the healing needs to occur. And guys, we do not give our bodies and minds enough credit. Our bodies are so intelligent, and your body will literally start to guide you and start to physically release these energies that you've been holding onto. And every experience is going to be different. Every person is going to have different experiences. At this point in time, there has been times where I have felt absolutely nothing, and it's kind of just like a blank state. And I'm just like, okay, nothing's going on. There have been times where I've done this technique and I have literally been like taken back to past experiences in childhood that I didn't even realize happened, that I like remembered happened. I'm like, damn, like I completely forgot about that situation. And it was like a very minor situation, but the way I interpreted it as a child had a very negative effect on my mind, and it caused negative beliefs to be instilled in me. And I don't want you guys to get freaked out when I say this, because it's not like you're reliving like trauma or anything. You just kind of see what went on from an outside perspective, and you release it. And it's not like you're hurting all over again. It's like a really good cry. Like I release through crying. That's how I think most people tend to release, is through crying. But I know some people release by like yelling, by laughing, by sighing, by just like your body just like starts to like give out this energy. And however your body wants to project out this energy, let it happen. Like just let it go out, because your body is trying to surface and release this energy that you've been holding on to, which is the whole point of this practice. So however your body is instinctively trying to release this energy, let it happen. I mean, I've had those experiences where I've seen those past events. I've had experiences where I don't see anything at all, and all of a sudden my body, like I just start crying, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying, but I am, and I'm just gonna trust the process. And I do end up feeling a lot lighter and better in the end. So my body knew what needed to be released, even though I wasn't consciously thinking of it. And I've also have had experiences where I intuitively saw a past version of myself, and I had to speak to her and calm her down and tell her the things that she needed to hear, such as like, I love you, such as you're seen, such as you're safe, you know, that kind of stuff. You can have a variety of different experiences. Don't judge it. It is what it is. Let it happen. Whatever happens, it honestly is such a beautiful experience, because you're truly healing such a subconscious, deep level of yourself. And so when you let yourself release, let yourself give all this energy out, sometimes I will then like calm down after doing all the releasing, and then I will ask myself, okay, what's the next memory, situation, belief, whatever that I am holding on to that I need to release? And then another situation will start to take over my subconscious and my mind, and I'll start releasing again. And you can do that a few times. I will say it can be emotionally exhausting, just being real with you guys. Do what you can. I wouldn't suggest doing like a ton of healing work in one night, in one session. Just because it does kind of emotionally drain you. You're putting your body through a lot by like releasing a lot of this. So also just a note, make sure you have good sleep the night before. Make sure you have drank plenty of water the day before and that day. Also make sure you have fed yourself with good foods, just to make sure your body is all healthy. And I do want to add too, it's not of the best interest to have had any alcohol that day, or to have like smoked weed, or to have any kind of substances in you. You want to make sure that your body is very light and clear when you're doing this process, to have the most profound effect. So you can just end after that one releasing session, or you can ask again if you're feeling up to it, but no pressure. Do what you want to do. Everyone's experiences is different. Write down and journal, what exactly you experienced, what exactly you felt. And I will say, like, immediately afterwards, it is common to feel like a little disconnected, to feel kind of down still, because those emotions have just surfaced. You have just released a big like negative thing that you were holding on to. And so immediately afterwards, you can feel, kind of off. But once you have let that fully process and fully heal and fully go through you, like the next day or a couple days afterwards, you will feel like a brand new person. You will feel so light. You will feel so so much more like authentically yourself. I know for me personally, I have felt like I can be myself more. I have stepped into like a better, stronger version of myself. And I can also see and forgive my past and to see, you know, why I have reacted in certain circumstances in the past because of this one past belief or this one past circumstance that I had been holding on to. So immediately after, guys, just make sure you give yourself lots of like tender, loving care and let yourself process what just happened. If you'd like to, I do suggest, you know, speaking to someone you trust about your experience so that you can just help process the emotions better. And some things that you may have felt or seen may not make sense until you fully process the emotions like a day or two later. So again, don't judge your experience. Don't think that you're doing anything wrong when you're doing this process because it truly is different for everyone. But when you do this, guys, you will feel these shifts that happen. The shifts internally will radiate externally, and your life, I'm telling you, will change. This technique has really helped me release negative events and situations that I was holding on to that I didn't even realize I was holding on to. It was like subconsciously there. It helped me release negative emotions that I've been holding on to and limiting beliefs about myself. And every time I have done this technique and process and gotten out of this experience, I feel so much lighter. I feel like a new person. I feel like I can be so much more authentically myself, and you just feel so much better. So if you do end up doing this technique, guys, please let me know in the comments below. Come back to this video and tell me, you know, what kind of experiences you had. Obviously, you don't have to share your personal, but just tell me like if this was really healing for you, you know, what kind of things you released. I would love to hear about your experience and how this helped you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Feel free to share this video with anyone you feel may want to hear it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.